Hello and welcome to the 5 and 5 for early May. Today I want to take the opportunity to share 5 fun facts about Easter 2025 in 5 minutes or less. First, we can celebrate our attendance. We had 1,033 people on site on Easter. That includes 150 kids in 2 services. So that deserves quite a shout out to our staff and to their teams for the hard work in making things run smoothly. I thought the day went really, really well. And a thank you to many of you who made the shift from second service to first, because we actually had more people in first service than second. So it was just a great morning. Secondly, you will recall that I offered the Case for Easter books with evidence for the resurrection. We handed out 75 of those books. And you may remember that I encouraged people to pick it up. And by picking it up, they were committing to actually read them. And so please pray, maybe even pause the video and pray now that those who pick them up will read them, digest them, and seriously consider faith in Christ. And that we would see them back to become fully committed followers of Christ here at Grace Point. Thirdly, you noticed if you were here that day that we had an extension stage. That's where I'm sitting. There's 2 purposes for this stage. One is to be closer to you as I'm speaking. I really like the feel of having a conversation one-on-one with people. And the second purpose is to free up space on the stage for the band. We rented a stage a number of years ago on Easter. This year, we asked some of our talented builders here at Grace Point to build one for us, and they've created one that now we can keep and use on a regular basis. So we got some feedback that day that it was a little bit low. People maybe had a little bit of hard time seeing around other people in front of them, and so we have raised it, and we'll be bringing it out on Sundays whenever we do not have communion. Fourthly, an update on our attendance and our finances. Our April average attendance without Easter, not counting Easter, was 594, so just shy of 600. Financially, our monthly budget, you can see the numbers there on the screen. Our expenses a little bit ahead of budget, which is expected, and our March income is still ahead of our budget, which is a huge blessing. And then look at our year-to-date numbers. Once again, very encouraging. So you can see our budget number there, the budgeted number, we're ahead with our expenses. But then our income is just slightly behind our expenses. We are right now just slightly in the red with $10,000 there. So thank you. Once again, to all of you for your steady stewardship, your gutsy generosity. Please pray for our budget process as the elders are in the midst of planning for our next fiscal year right now. Just pray wisdom over the decisions that we have in front of us. Fifth and finally, I want to give you some bonus material from the Easter message. The message was about the feeding of the 5,000. I had to cut some really good cultural background just for the sake of time, so I'm going to give it to you now. Roman emperors had a strategy to keep people from uprising. You could say they wanted to keep people pacified. That word comes from the Latin pax, or peace. And so the emperors would offer entertainment like gladiator fights. And on the way into the fight, people would be handed a loaf of bread. One Roman poet coined the phrase bread and circuses to criticize emperors for distracting people from what was really important. And so there's a contrast here between human rulers who pacify people and Jesus, who truly satisfies our needs with his inexhaustible supply. So that's a little bonus material that got cut from Easter, but available to you, faithful watchers of the 5 in 5. See you soon for another installment, and see you this Sunday on site or online.